I joined S.H.I.E.L.D. to protect people.
Captain.
To build a better world sometimes means tearing the old one down. And that makes enemies.
I have to ask you, what were you most excited about when you got the script? Like, what about it made you get excited about playing Cap one more time?
That they gave him some conflict. You know, in the first couple films, you know, in the first Captain America, he's such a Boy Scout, and he's just so ready and willing to put everyone else in front of him, and that's kind of the nature of his character. And in Avengers, you have so many characters to address. It's hard to kind of have any too much of a personal arc. In this movie, they gave him some hurdles. You know, I think the most difficult thing with Captain America is being such a good man, being a guy who refuses to bleed on people. It can be a challenge trying to find a dynamic storyline. And so in this one, I think they really gave him some conflict.
And he sort of gets as angry as Captain America can get in this film.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, were you surprised that Marvel was willing to go down this sort of politically themed road for the film? Was this a little unexpected?
I was really happy they did. Whether it was unexpected or not, I think Kevin Feige, you know, in Kevin we trust. He just knows what he's doing. And so when you read the movie and you think, okay, well, this is you know what? I can see this working. Anything Kevin kicks out, you can see it working if it's done right. And such is the case with any movie. You know, you read any script and you say, this could be good if it's done right. And anytime Kevin has an idea and it's typically, it's going to be done right.
Well, talking to your co-stars, whether it's Scarlett or Sam, they all say they never want to know what's going on until they see the next movie. So I'm assuming that that's the same with you, that you really have no idea what's coming along. But now that this is your third one, when you're making it, when you're reading things, do you think, oh, that's probably what the next Avengers is like? Can you speculate, at least in your own mind, at least?
Sometimes you get hunches. You think, I wonder if this is going to carry over. I wonder if they're establishing this now to benefit that. Well, but you know, that's part of the excitement of being a part of these movies, because you don't quite know, but you get to be a part of it.
One of the things I didn't get to talk to the Russos about is the action scenes with you and Sebastian in this film are fantastic. Just from a shooting point, because the way they're cut, it's just bang, bang, bang. It just does not end. And I'm curious, you've done a lot of action scenes in the past. Were these different in how they were choreographed and how they sort of played out, at least as an actor? Or is it just how we're seeing them?
Well, it was certainly different in the level of preparation. You know, a lot of the action sequences depended on not just on punching and kicking, but we incorporated gymnastics and all these type of acrobatic techniques. You know, we tried to evolve Cap's fighting style. So the preparation was far more intense, and what we expected out of the action sequences was far more. So, you know, you could, in any other movie, you might do a scene 3 or 4 times and be satisfied with what you got. This scene, we probably did it 8 or 9 times until you get it absolutely right. You want to make sure every hit lands, everything feels powerful. You want to make sure the camera catches every piece of the action. So it was just far more meticulous.
And just lastly, you know, and this sounds silly, but fans will care at the end of this film. Cap has one costume at the beginning of the movie that's sort of almost what he was wearing, I think, in Avengers, and it sort of gets roughed and destroyed a bit. And then he puts on the old one that he had before. Do you know what Captain America is going to wear in Age of Ultron?
I do.
Is it different?
It is.
For breaking entertainment news and more, follow @HitFix on Twitter or visit hitfix.com.